Hey guys, it's Joyce. Just an upcoming artist working on some music. I realized from a very young age, grew up in a family where everyone's musically inclined and can sing. And I think music for me, also growing up as a kid, in church, like part of the choir and all that kind of thing. So for me, it was like a big thing that I related to. Being the youngest, it was kind of like everyone was always doing their own thing. So for me, music was this thing where I could just listen to it and just switch off and not really have to think about too much. The first song I ever wrote, actually the idea came to me at work. So I just got my phone out and typed out the lyrics, and then when I went home got a friend to help me put the music together and do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was pretty fun. The music that I kind of write is I want it to be upbeat and stuff, but at the same time it's almost when I write it's I'm telling a story. I want to take people on that journey of this is what's happening, this is what I've learned, and this is what I'm hoping to achieve. So it's kind of that story for me when I write. But I think also my influence in that sense, I do listen to a lot of different genres, so I can't necessarily pick one that I'm oh, I sound like this person, but I think I'm still trying to figure out what that sound is for me. I think very much definitely R&B. I love R&B kind of style. I think that's what I listen to majority of the time. I like jazz as well, so I love to I would love to do one of my songs a little bit of jazz and R&B, maybe even hip hop. I don't know. I think I love messing around with different genres and just seeing what you get out of it, because you have artists who they do pop, they do hip hop, they do this, but mixing it, and that's what becomes your sound. So yeah. I think for me it's definitely things that I've been through. I think I'm a very deep thinker. A lot of stuff is in my head. So writing and music for me is a way to get it out. And for so long I tried to write songs in a way of get a pen and paper and sit down and write it, and it was so frustrating because I was maybe I can't write songs, until a friend was some people don't write, some people have the music and write to the music. So I think that was actually when I wrote my first song. So I actually just got a beat. Very simple. No, I actually just got my guitar. I got my guitar and I just strummed something little and had my phone on record, because I was whatever happens now, I know I'm not going to get it again. So literally just had my phone on record and then did it in one take, and I was that's it. I think that's how I write songs. So ever since now, when I'm writing stuff, I always just find the beat, find the music, find what vibe I want to go for, then I just go. And whatever comes out of it is what I use. Usually, it doesn't take too long. Once I vibe with the music and once I I just gotta listen to it and switch my brain off in that sense. Once I have that, I usually have an idea pretty quick. I think what takes the longest, I get the hooks and the melodies very quick. I think it's the verses, fleshing it out. That's the part where I think sometimes I don't know where to go with it, so then I might overthink it and be okay, that's probably not a good song idea, so then I might shelve it, you know what I mean? So I guess it's me figuring out, okay, cool, I have this melody and I have this hook, now I need something to carry it. I think that's the part that takes long. Being surrounded by people with the same creative mindset, that's definitely it. If I'm with someone who's they are crazy about making music and they're yo, do something with this, I will be yes, let's do it. I'm always inspired by that. Or even just playing instrumentals. I tend to do that in the car as well, driving home. I'll just find an instrumental, just play it, sing along with it, and then go, okay, I like the style of music they did, so I'm gonna try and go along that same line and make my own and do my lyrics to it. So yeah. My first performance, actually I did singing lessons about 3 years ago, and I did a performance at the Dome. It was a Christmas one, so it was me and my friend, we did a Christmas performance. Yeah, I was nervous. I think I've always known that I can sing, but at the same time, I'm still like, I criticize myself, you know, like every artist, you're like, that person's way better than I am, kind of thing. So I think for me, singing there was a good thing because I had all my friends and family, but also just random people who were just at the cafe and, you know, got to like share that experience with them. And just, yeah, and I think it's moments like that for me that like really show this is what I want to do with my life. I think for me in that moment it was so good to find something like that, like because I think like I have a lot of friends who are into music but we're not in the same style of music, like, you know, they're like rock music or pop or indie, which I like all those genres, but it's not what I want to create. And so being in a like community like that where everyone was showcasing their work and it was chill, you know, there was no like, it doesn't have to be, because I think for so long for me it's always been like it has to be like professional or like everything you have to know, you have to like have a whole band, you like, you know, all that kind of stuff that, you know, you get told like you need this. But I think just seeing people up there reading their poems and like hearing their heart, seeing people just having music in the background and singing to it, for me was like, yo, this like it was exciting. Like, yeah, I remember after I was like, yeah, where's Yandy, like trying to find her. Yeah. So it was definitely, yeah, it was like a good, like I guess like a good push, because I think around that time I was kind of like, yeah, I think I had a lot of self-doubt. Around that time I was like, maybe I should just leave music. Before, I was nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I think before I went on, there was like so many like, there was already a lot of people that I'd gone on, and I think when I got there I was confident, but then I started doubting myself. I was kind of like, yo, did I pick the right song? Is that song really like complimenting my voice? You know what I mean? Like all those things that you have. But it was so good to have like my family there and like my friends and stuff who were like just supporting me. Yeah, and when I got on, I was nervous for the first song, like very nervous, but then once I got in the zone, like I literally forgot where I was. And after I was happy. Like I was happy that I had done that and I actually like given it a go, and actually, yeah, it was like a step forward for me. I think my advice would be, I know it sounds simple, but like just give it a go. Like I think at the end of the day, for me it's like I never want to look back and be like, oh, I wish I had really pursued music. You know, like it's not like you can start your career, you can start whatever you want to do at whatever age, but you know, as you get older, as things happen, it's like, you know, families, all like things will happen in life that sometimes you may not be as free or available to just jump into opportunities and like do what you want to do. So I think for me it's one of those things where I know that if I didn't do that, yeah, I would regret it. I would look back and go, you know, if I had maybe done that, I would have gotten more opportunities. But I think for me, doing that, I got to know so many more people, you know what I mean? Like who are in the same kind of creative environment, because then they go, oh, I really love your stuff. Like, what do you do? Like, let's get together, let's jam, like, you know what I mean? So it does put you in that next step, but you have to take that first step, yeah. My friends and family support me more and give me more credit than I give myself. Like they do. I think my parents and like my family, they do really admire the fact that I'm studying here, doing this with music, because like I said before, everyone in my family can sing, but I'm the only one actually pursuing it. So for them, it's something that they look to, and they're like, they want me to not give up. So they do always support me. And yeah, with my friends, you know, like you and every other person I know, you guys always hype me up, and I'm the one who like brings myself down. So I do have a very good support in that way. I think it was from friends. Like, because when I first did the song, I just sat in my room, recorded it. I sent it to like 2 friends who were like, I value their opinion, you know what I mean? Like people that I'm like, I value your opinion, you'll be honest with me. You're not gonna say it's good if it's not, in that sense. And yeah, I think I was very shocked with their response, because both of them, like one of the guy plays in a band, so obviously like he's around music all the time, so it's like he would be honest, and he was like, yo, this is really good, like you were able to portray exactly what you were feeling, and I could feel what you were feeling. He's like, it's not very many people who can do that. So I think for me, hearing that, it gave me like a confidence of like, okay, so I do actually, yeah, like I do have the skills, and I can do this. I just need to stop doubting myself. So I think for me it was a thing of, all right, this is good, I'm gonna push to get it done. It's crazy. I think so many times I'm always like, how do I do this? I think, yeah, so many times I'm always like, how do I do this? How can I do this? I don't know if, yeah, like just so many questions in my head. But I think I always just I always keep remembering why I'm doing this, you know? I'm not just doing this so I can have, you know, like for so many people that are, oh, I'm doing this so I can get a job, or for me, it's not that. I'm doing this so I can do what I love. And if that means, cool, I get to work in a studio with someone, that is great. But if it doesn't, as long as the end goal is I am doing my music and doing what I love, it's worth it.
Yeah.
So I think that is the driving thing, because there has been times, especially with studies, where I've wanted to drop out. But then I'm like, no. Again, I'm like, I don't want to look back and go, and what if I had just stuck it out? It does. It definitely does. I think, yeah, like I think I want to write music that is from life experience and what I'm going through, but at the same time, I also don't, like I was saying this to a friend the other day, I don't just want to write music like everyone else does, you know, like majorities, like breakups, just all those kind of standard things with like guys, girls, relationships, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I want to be able to write music that, yes, people can see, alright, she does have struggles and she does go through things, but like her music is a positive outlet. It's not a place for her to just like trash everyone or trash life, you know what I mean? So I think definitely when I'm going through stressful or hard like spaces in life, I do find it hard to write, because I guess what comes to me is like that kind of style that I don't want to gravitate towards. So then I have to go, okay, can I write this but still do it in my way, or is it something that I just need to leave for now? When I'm over this situation, then I'll have a better understanding of how I want to write it. Yeah, but it definitely, I guess sometimes it can confuse me in how I want to write when I'm going through stuff in the moment. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can. I think honestly, music is one of the most important things. Like I think speaking to someone is important, but I think music is one of those things where you can write something that you're going through, and someone on the other side of the world who you don't know, you're never gonna meet, like, will listen to it, but they'll have their own interpretation to it, you know what I mean? Like for me with this song, I wrote it and other people are like, oh, you know, is it like a breakup song? And I'm like, no, for me this song was very much about friendships, like lost friendships, you know, like that, like the whole thing of like, promise to be there, you know, you promise, all those kinds of things that we say to one another, but then you like when push comes to shove, like where are they? So, but for me, that's what this song means to me, and when I listen to it, that's what I see. But for other people, it could mean anything, you know. For someone else, it could mean like, you know, I don't know, losing a family member, or it could just mean anything. And I think that's the beautiful thing about music. You can write from where you are, but there will always be people, always be someone who it's gonna help. And I think that's just like, that's inspiring in a sense, you know what I mean? That, you know, you can just be in your room, write something simple that pops in your head for like 2 minutes, and someone's gonna be like, you know, get help from it. I think I kinda, to be honest, I don't feel prepared, but I don't think you ever really do. But I think I kinda just tend to I tend to just pick songs that I know for me that every time I've listened to them, I connect with it. And yeah, I pick those songs and just, I guess, sing it in the car, sing it wherever I am. I also sing it to my sister because I know she'll be very honest with me, so I did that for the last one. And I was like, what about this song? She's like, yep, no, yep. And yeah, she's always like, don't overthink it, just sing it how you feel it, be confident, like you're singing it to yourself and not anyone else kind of thing. So I think that's how I do it. I kind of practice and then, yeah, go with that. This song, I called it Promises. I think that's the name I want to go with. For me, it was out of this place where lost friendships from church, all that kind of thing. Like I was part of like going to church, left the church, so it's kind of like because I left, lost a good chunk of friends. But I think for me, kind of in that moment showed me who are your real friends, you know what I mean? But I think it was one of those days where I was just not having a great day. I had also had arguments with my sister, all that kind of stuff. And so I just went in my room and I was like, I just need to switch off. Like, I just need to do this. Got the beats together, kind of put it together, sat there and just played it. And like, it just happened in one take. And like, I tried to do it again, but it wasn't the same. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just stick with what I have. Like, let's not do this. So yeah, but even when I did it, I wasn't sure that it was good, so I was ready to can this song. Like, I was ready to leave it. And then I happened to bump into, you when I was studying. I was here and I went to the shops in the city and I bumped into you and Yandi. And you were like, oh, what are you working on? I'm like, oh, nothing, nothing, not much. And yeah, I gave you my phone, you went through everything and you found the song and you were ready to upload it like that. And I was like, no, let me fix it. So yeah, obviously you went home, fixed it up, sent it to you, you put it on your story. I was like, damn, this girl is serious. Like, I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this. So I think from there, just seeing the faith that other people had in me kind of really pushed me to make it happen. And so like I follow the producer I Am 40 and I love his like how he mixes and his music that he does. So I kind of just hit him up. I was like, yo, I don't know if you do this, but I'd really love like for you to help me like produce my song and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, if you want lyrics, then I'm happy to do lyrics for you for one of your songs or whatever you want, kind of thing. So we tried so many weeks to catch up. It just never happened. I was either sick or he was sick or he had work or I had work or I had uni. Eventually we caught up, and it was so good. Like it was just in one day. Like we made the beat. We liked it. We recorded the vocals there and then, like at his studio, recorded the vocals, added harmonies, and it was just done in like 5 hours. Like it was just one of those sessions where everything just worked out. And I think because I went into it knowing exactly what how I wanted the song to be, I could just be like, this is what I want. And because he vibed with it as well, like he really loved it. We both, after we finished it, just sat there and we like were screaming because we were like, oh, it's so good, like kind of thing. So it was just really good. And like I think also him as well, because he was just chill, like a chill person to be around, so we kind of just, it was just like, that's what I mean, like one of those jam sessions where you're like, we're just jamming and just making music. And he also helped me with the verses, because I had the hook and I had the melody, but I didn't know what else to put in it to really make it go, so we added that as well. So so that's where this song came from. It was one of those things where I wasn't really gonna do anything with it. It was just gonna sit in my voice memos like every other song in my phone. I am writing a new song. I think the next one is more about, it's more of a happier one. I kind of also made this like Afrobeat kind of style one that I have, that friends keep nagging me about to use, but I don't know what to write to it, but I do have that as well. And then the next one I was looking at was more like, almost like telling someone something. It's kind of like along the lines, like it starts with like, I have something to tell you, I gotta get off my chest. So it's kind of like, I need to tell you this, like, because it's been on my like mind and playing. And so it's almost like it's like when you're like writing a letter to someone, so it's along those lines. So it's very much more, it could be, I'm not sure what it will be about yet. I think I keep listening to it every day and just seeing what kind of vibe, whether it's like but I am working on other stuff, making beats, making stuff. Well, I would be setting up a Spotify account to upload my music on. I also like to do YouTube because I do have YouTube. I have a YouTube account, I just never put anything on it. I also have a Facebook account, so I'll put my music on there. So I'm gonna just be plugging my music. And it's just like, and it's my name, Joyce Tanmoa, so that would be, I think, it's been one of those ones where I haven't really known what I wanted to be my artist name, but I think I'm just going to keep it my name, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just go with that. So I would be on Spotify and Instagram and just plugging it.
Sorry if I don't trust easily. Sorry if I don't trust easily, and I might have a little issues. Sorry if I'm a little skeptical of the little things that you say. I'm trying to figure out who you are. Trying to figure out who you are. Do you mean what you say, what you do? Are the words that you say and the words that you do the same? Are you everything that you say? Do you got my back? Do you keep your little promises? Are you staying true to what you say? Where are you now when where are you now when I needed you? Where are you now when where are you hiding now? Where are you now? Where are you now when I needed you? Where are you now when where are you hiding now? Do you got my back? Do you keep your little promises? Are you staying true to what you say? Remember what you said? Said you got my back. Said you'd be there for me. Now I'm sitting here waiting 25. Driver going past, that's you. Do I get a call? See you at the fall. Hoping that I see your face. This is what we had. Now it's in the past. Everything is out the door.